In the midst of anger, the wise choose silence. There are moments when just one sentence said in anger is enough to break a relationship, lose someone you love, or leave you with a lifetime of regret. A single, careless word, thrown like a stone in a moment of fury, can shatter a bond that took years to build. A single action, born from a flash of rage, can unravel a lifetime of hard work, leaving you standing in the ruins of what you once cherished. We often believe that our greatest battles are fought against external forces, against the world, against our circumstances, but the truth is, the most critical war is the one waged within. The constant struggle between our impulses and our wisdom, between our raw emotion and our disciplined mind. The outcome of this internal conflict determines everything else. It dictates the quality of our relationships, the trajectory of our careers, and the peace within our own hearts. Anger is instinct. Self-control is strength. No one goes through life without losing their temper. But the mature understand, one impulsive minute can cost 10 years of remorse. That surge of heat, that tightening in your chest, that primal urge to lash out, it's a natural human reaction. It's a signal, a fire alarm, telling you that a boundary has been crossed or a value has been threatened. But the alarm itself is not the fire. Reacting to the alarm with blind panic only makes the situation worse. True strength isn't found in the volume of your voice or the force of your reaction. It is found in the quiet space you create between the stimulus and your response. It is the power to pause, to breathe, and to choose a path guided by reason, not by rage. The world remembers the person who remained calm under pressure, not the one who screamed the loudest. One reckless moment, one unrestrained outburst, can create a debt of regret that you spend the rest of your life trying to repay. When emotion takes over, reason walks away. People don't lose because they're poor, nor because they've failed. They lose because they can't control themselves. Think of the greatest downfalls in history, in business, in personal lives. They rarely begin with a single, catastrophic event. They begin with the loss of control. An empire doesn't crumble overnight. It rots from within when its leaders let ego and paranoia dictate their decisions. A successful company doesn't collapse because of one bad quarter. It fails when its culture becomes toxic, when fear and anger replace strategy and collaboration. Words spoken in anger hurt others, but they stab our own soul first. They are poison darts that we dip in our own pain, hoping to wound someone else, only to find that the venom has already seeped into our own bloodstream. One reckless action can destroy everything we've spent years building. The trust you meticulously earned, the respect you commanded, the love you nurtured on, can be incinerated in the blaze of a single, uncontrolled moment. The battlefield is your mind, and the enemy is your own impulsiveness. So whenever you feel the urge to react, pause, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and ask yourself, if I do this, what will the consequences be? This simple act of pausing is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate display of power. It is you, the conscious being, stepping in to take the reins from the wild horse of emotion. In that sacred pause, create a space for clarity. Project yourself into the future. See the aftermath of your potential action. Is it worth losing trust, respect, or someone who truly cares about you just because of one moment of anger? Will this momentary satisfaction of winning the argument be worth the long, cold silence that follows? Will the fleeting pleasure of releasing your frustration outweigh the permanent scar it leaves on a relationship you value? The answer, almost always, is no. That moment of reflection is the crossroads where you decide whether you will be a slave to your feelings or the master of your destiny. Adults don't need to win every argument. Sometimes, silence is the smartest answer. We are conditioned to believe that winning means having the last word, proving our point, and forcing the other person into submission. But this is a childish definition of victory. True maturity is understanding that not every battle needs to be fought. Not every challenge requires a response. Silence, in the face of provocation, is not surrender. It is a strategic retreat to higher ground. It is a declaration that your peace of mind is more valuable than your ego's need to be right. It is not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough not to let emotions control you. It takes immense fortitude to absorb an insult without retaliating, to hear a criticism without defending, to feel the fire of anger rise and consciously choose to let it pass. This is the strength of a mountain, which stands unmoved by the passing storm. Those who endure a little when they're angry avoid 100 regrets later. Think of this endurance as an investment in your future happiness. By tolerating a moment of discomfort, now the discomfort of biting your tongue, of walking away, of choosing calm over chaos, you are saving yourself from days, weeks, or even years of future pain. You are protecting your future self from the fallout of a decision made in a moment of temporary insanity. When you can stay calm, you can keep everything: your dignity, your work, your relationships, and the peace within your own heart. When you are calm, your mind is clear. You can see solutions instead of problems. You can build bridges instead of walls. You preserve your integrity, showing others that you are a person of substance, someone who can be trusted even when the pressure is on. You protect your connections, refusing to sacrifice long-term love for short-term validation. Most importantly, you safeguard your inner tranquility, the one thing no one can take from you unless you willingly give it away. Anger is like fire, used wisely. It can illuminate uncontrolled. It burns everything down. A controlled fire can cook your food, warm your home, and light your way in the darkness. In the same way, anger, when channeled correctly, can be a powerful force for good. It can illuminate injustice and fuel your motivation to create change. It can give you the energy to overcome obstacles and fight for what you believe in. But when that fire rages without constraint, it becomes a wildfire, consuming everything in its path: your relationships, your reputation, your health, your happiness. Successful people aren't those who never feel angry, but those who can stand firm in the storm of emotions, turning anger into fuel to become wiser, stronger, and kinder. They learn to harness the heat of their anger and forge it into a tool. They use its energy to set boundaries, to solve problems, and to drive them toward their goals. They transform the raw, destructive force into a refined, constructive power, emerging from the crucible not burned, but purified. Remember, when angry, don't speak. When sad, don't decide. When tired, don't promise. These are the 3 golden rules for navigating the treacherous waters of high emotion. When anger clouds your judgment, your words become weapons. Seal your lips until the storm passes. When sadness colors your perception, your view of the future is distorted. Postpone major life decisions until the sun breaks through the clouds. When exhaustion drains your resolve, your commitments are built on a foundation of sand. Refrain from making promises you may not have the energy to keep. Everything in life can be repaired, except the words that wound someone's heart. A broken object can be mended. A financial loss can be recovered. A failed project can be restarted. But a cruel word, once spoken, can never be fully taken back. It lingers in the memory, a ghost that haunts the relationship forever. A crack in the foundation of trust that can never be completely sealed. Life doesn't require you to always be right. It only requires you to stop at the right time. The ultimate victory is not in proving your point, but in preserving your peace. The finish line you should be racing toward is not one of external validation, but of internal harmony. The world will constantly present you with opportunities to be offended, to argue, to engage in conflict. The true test of your character is your ability to discern which battles are worth fighting and which are best left alone. It is the wisdom to know when to step forward and when to gracefully step back. Staying calm preserves your blessings. Self-control protects your happiness. And silence, at the right moment, protects you.